What's going on, everybody? This your boy Terry DeRon. I got some of my people with me tonight. We're gonna be having a friendly discussion over some drinks, discussing dating, relationships, and whatnot. I wanted to provide this type of content for my audience because this is the type of environment people like me and our spouses where we kick back and enjoy the people that we really fuck with. But before we get started, I'm gonna allow everybody to introduce themselves so you can know who you're talking or who you're hearing from, and then we'll get the topics going. Shout out to everybody that submitted their suggestions for the discussion. I really appreciate the support. So I'll start with my podcast partner EB. Let them know who you are, bro.
Hi everybody, this is Mr. Bailey. You can follow me on Instagram. I own the tax business, Bailey Tax Consultants. You can hit me at baileytaxconsultant@gmail.com. Remember, July 15th is the last day, so make sure you hit me up, as well as I got a cleaning business. But that's really it for me. I ain't gonna tell no more.
And my name is Candace. That's it. Okay.
I am Meek. You can follow me on Instagram, GOTTALUVNEK. I am 31 years old and I'm single.
All right, single women in the building.
Okay, single. Hey, I am Ty. 38 years old. Instagram, Coco Dipped Cutie. From New Orleans, Louisiana originally.
And y'all already know me. I'm Terry DeRon. I'm 41 years old, so I'm in my 40s. I'm a relationship expert, author, and a social media influencer. And I try to help people improve their relationships by providing a male perspective on what quality men think, feel, and experience, and talk about the things that we observe and deal with when it comes to dating. So hopefully to help women understand quality men better, so that when they do date them or get the opportunity to be with them, they don't do things that create unnecessary chaos or conflict. So we got a couple of topics set up for tonight. So the most pressing topic, or the topic that I've been getting requested to discuss the most, is the entanglement situation regarding Jada, Pinkett, and August Alsina.
Okay, let me take a shot at take a shot at the entanglement. It's got to get real.
Hey, but what did I tell you that she was going to use some kind of big word?
Hey, but that word was perfect.
Let me tell y'all something.
The definition of entanglement is what Jada was in, baby.
But Will made her ass tell it like it was. It was a relationship.
But under entanglement,
she was walking around here first.
Entanglement
What?
says
Like
relationship or difficult.
It's like complicated.
Complicated relationship. That's what the fuck August Alsina was. Complicated, but she needed to feel good, so that's what he gave her.
What do you think?
Yeah.
She needed to
She
feel
needs to
good.
feel good.
It wasn't just feel good like that. She needed to feel good
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Maybe
You know, every kind of way.
mentally,
Maybe he
physical,
wasn't
yeah.
there for some of the parts. The man
Okay,
just
so
man, that was her boy toy. I
definitely
all know that's what it was.
Yeah, okay, so the whole situation, right? A lot of people are talking about Will. And they're bringing up the point, things would be drastically different if Will had done this to a 20-year-old
How do you
chick.
know he didn't?
I'm sure Will is free.
How do you know he didn't? Will might be smart. Will been in the game way long time, just like Jada. He might have had all these hoes sign non-disclosures. I'm telling you, all these hoes out there
That's where she
women.
stepped up.
Hey,
Jada should have been. She thought, I'm trying to heal him.
But I think that they had a
She should
bond
have had him
that
fucking
she-
sign them papers
she
from the
trusted
door.
him.
She did, and she trusted
Yeah.
the wrong one, because I bet you
Because he
Will
bumped his
did
gums
too
way
much.
too much.
Hey.
For album sales.
Album sales.
And I'm still not
And I'm
gonna
not
buy
gonna
the
buy
album.
that damn album. You got me fucked up.
Exactly. He should have done. Not discrimination against the women, but that was a woman move. I'm gonna continue to
That's
say that.
side chick shit.
Women do that kind of stuff because again, he ain't done it for none of his other chicks that he messed
And if
with.
he was angry, this happened years ago.
Right.
So like, if they dealt with it and they back together and they okay with it, and you force them to, and they've had to come out of their comfort zone and re-elevate all of this stuff, tell y'all all this stuff. Like, it's none of nobody's business. They shouldn't justify nothing. They're weird. No, they're not weird. If they famous and you done dug into their life and did all this, what the fuck you expect them to say? They want to tell you what they didn't say, what they did say, and what they feel about each other and where they are now. So if he wanted to bring this shit up and he was real about it instead of album sales, he would have been
and it's
like
also pussy
4 years ago.
that he's not answering they texts or they calls.
Come on now.
Like how you go? You can't go do an interview about somebody and not be man enough to talk to the motherfucker.
But her opinion,
But
You know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
thing is, I'm
that's
not
weak to
necessarily
me.
Team August, but Will and Jada are both actors. We don't know that.
Oh,
we don't know
very good
100% like
exactly.
if he really reached out, if they responded back to him. We don't know that.
Right.
I
We
mean,
don't. And that's why
They
That
were
is a
too
good
jolly. They
I
were too jolly at the red table. Come on now.
like they already had to talk about it.
They already talked about it.
Yeah, they already talked about
Of
it.
course they talked about it, but at the same
It
time,
was rehearsed.
Will didn't have to sit down. He
Yeah.
chose to do
But
that.
he still looked like he was
So-
crying.
Because she was bringing herself. I think
It's a tough conversation.
I think
to have.
regardless of
Especially
when it
with the world.
happens, or if cheating happens or somebody is upset about something, regardless when it happens, when it's dug back up, those feelings will resonate back to the top
Yeah.
surface.
Because he
So
sure
he-
was giving her that look.
He
like,
was. He's like, I want to get you back.
I want to.
I want to get you
But
back. And
I'm
she's like, you
glad-
have got me back.
I'm
He's like,
glad
you're right.
He
You're
made
right.
her come
But-
out and say like
What it was.
Tell him what it
Yeah.
was.
He's like, tell him exactly what it is.
She
And
was
he's like, an
like,
entanglement.
Yeah.
Because that's what men often experience. You get the dance around, you get the sideways talking instead of directly confronting what the situation is. And I like it was on camera, so it didn't get to,
Yeah.
he wasn't attacking her, or, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no shit
But it
that
could
they
have
could
been
try to
edited
steal.
Yeah.
because Table Talks is edited for
Oh, yeah,
everything else
yeah, I mean,
they have.
that's
So what
what-
do y'all think their true meaning of entanglement was?
I guess a complicated situation, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a fitting
No.
A
definition.
situationship.
And
Because-
that's
because
exactly what
any-
it was. A
well,
situation.
well,
Do you think
it's
it was
more complicated than
emotional? Do
that.
you think it was physical?
No, I think it
Like-
was fucking. I think they was fucking.
They was fucking.
But
I don't think they
I
were
think it was
fucking.
emotional
I
for him.
think
I think it
she was
emotional for
fucking
August.
and making herself feel good. I think August was
It was
so
emotional.
like he was very fragile at the state that he came
and
in.
yeah, he had
So,
some shit
A
going
lot
on.
of people put posts up and they say that Will and Jada took advantage of August. I can honestly say
Wow.
that is kind of true. She knew he was ill. She knew he had an autoimmune disease and that he was sick. She knew he was very fragile and mentally not stable with the deaths in his family. She knew all of that and was trying to help him
But I
by
feel,
helping her.
but-
go ahead.
but-
I feel like at the end of the day, he's still grown.
He's still-
and
She
he
knew
knows
that, but
he
that don't
know
mean
what
she
he's
got to
doing.
manipulate
Yeah, but
him.
see,
He's still young.
Any
I
situation
think
where
she
two
can
How young was
people,
August?
any
How old is
situation,
August?
he's in his
Anybody know?
He's like in his late 30s.
30, he's in his
How
early
did she
30s.
manipulate him?
But
Because he was a kid, kind
Nah.
of. I
4
mean,
years ago,
stop.
he was like
That's
29.
not-
Let me see.
Man.
Sir, how old is
Man,
August
he done
Alsina?
He a grown- he a
How old is
grown-
August
hold on.
Alsina, Surrey?
27, right? 4 years ago, what?
How old is August Alsina, Surrey? That don't never help you
Very
either.
Y'all see
That
that?
don't never help you with
Siri's gonna be like
Siri's
entanglement.
like, I don't understand about your entanglement. No, I need to know how old he is. I feel like he's like 28, 29.
Yeah.
No, I
because he
think
came
I
out
feel
in
like
like
he's- I feel
2015.
like he's older than that.
2015 was in first
I think
line.
he's like
He was
31.
super young. He like your
Now,
age. Google
granted,
it.
granted,
She about to
everybody,
Google
we're
it.
not bashing August Alsina.
No, we're
We're
not.
not bashing Will and Jada, none of that. This is literally a discussion, and this is just something that happens actually a lot, but we just choosing to talk about it.
27.
Oh,
Boom!
wow.
Told you that nigga was a kid. She was out there fucking a
He
kid.
was 23. Well,
Trying to
how
get
is Jada?
23. How old is Jada
That is
Pinkett? She's
48.
48.
Look,
So
and I'm
minus
gonna
four,
say this to y'all,
23.
just like
Okay.
like I said it before. That lady was over there getting some penis. He
She
fell in
was.
love. Look,
He
he
fell in
fell in love. That's basically what
He
happened.
did. He fell in
fell
love.
in love.
And she was like, hold up, pump the brakes. Is that what I signed up for?
Exactly.
Is that what I signed up for? You know
That's
about the
exactly.
age of my kids.
She said he cut it off.
But I think the reason that came from that is
Because
him honestly
she won't
knowing
be
he
well.
would never be able to obtain her.
Exactly.
He would never be there.
Come
like,
on, you
even
got
though her
Will,
and Will
Everybody
You
separated,
got
like,
Will, and you got August
But
Alsina.
he cut it
I
off.
think he cut
Hold
it off
on,
because
hold on.
they
You got
separated.
Will and you got August Alsina. This man is a multi-millionaire. He played in how many movies? Every movie he go in, he gonna make bread.
That's true.
So let's talk about. Then you got August Alsina over here. How many albums he put out?
Can't even name one this
How
out.
much money you think he got?
2 or 3.
No,
maybe.
actually,
Now he might have laid down some pipe, but how long is
And
pipe
he
gonna
showed it.
last?
Okay, so let me tell
How
y'all.
long is pipe gonna
Let me
last?
just be
It
Jada's
lasts for about 3-4 years.
on
That's right.
Jada's side because August Alsina showed that hammer a few years back, baby.
Oh yeah,
And it was a hammer.
It was
Did you
like-
hear me?
it was like
So
a
Jada
drill.
was like,
It was a
oh
drill.
shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like a power tool. Do you hear me? If you come out there
They
throwing
still
a
showing that shit on
Hey,
fucking
you
internet.
wanna come out there and throw a fucking power tool on the internet? You sent all of the women into a fucking frenzy. So Jada, you better get that power tool as long as that nigga finna give it to you.
But she's
You hear
so
me?
small. Like,
Hey, she could take a power tool, obviously. Cause
Yeah.
that thing was a monster. I
That's
saw it for myself.
But then maybe when he got sick, it wasn't as bad.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, August. We feel like it's the same
Oh,
stuff.
y'all stupid, man. All right, so I wanted to the next topic that we wanted to talk about is when it comes to dating or going through the dating process. What are some of the things that y'all use to gauge whether y'all are compatible with the guy or not?
Consistency.
Stability.
Stability by his likes.
I mean, it's important for a woman to feel like a man can provide for her, but it's different than what some women take that to be. So when I say provide for me, I don't mean like get my hair, nails, feet, all of that stuff. I can do that for myself. Like if I can't pay for that kind of stuff for myself, that's a problem. Now, if you want to do it for me, then as a nice gesture, like you want to send me $100 and go get your feet done, babe. I understand that. That's real. You know what I'm saying? But I can do that myself. However, stability, when I say like you can take care of me, is and this is just from marriage counseling, everything we've gone through. The Bible says you'll leave your mom and dad and cleave to your wife. You know, and if you can't, the two of you make that happen, how are you going to be confident that he can sustain your lifestyle for the rest of your life? If you get sick, do us part, you're ill, he can't handle the bills by himself, he can't take care of the children by himself because he's not financially in a better position. I didn't say he had to make $1 million because I swear you got to make 6 figures to take care of home. No, that's not true. You know, I said financially sound, where I can be like, I can be sick for 6 months and healing, and my husband got it. My kid's gonna get to school, she's gonna get to practice, all the bills gonna be paid, we ain't gonna be in here eating pinto beans from a can with no microwave. Like that's not gonna happen to us. So I think that's, to us, we have to have somebody that is going to do us like our fathers protected and did us.
Correct.
And if we can't feel that, then you're really not the one. If I don't feel you pushing for that for me, and I gotta walk you through every step,
So I
it's
have a question.
uncomfortable.
Well, some go ahead.
You made the comment of you were able to pay for your own nails and hair and stuff
Yeah.
like that, right? So tell me why you feel that way, because a lot of women feel like guys should pay for their nails and getting their hair done and stuff
No,
like that.
it's
I mean, that's
No, hold on, hold on.
childish.
That's
That's
y'all.
They do.
Y'all think
City
that, but
girls
a lot of
mentality.
girls,
But
that's
this is from somebody being 31 all the way to 38, and she's saying that's childish. So I feel like
New
we are
generation.
supposed to take care of ourselves. We're supposed to upkeep ourselves, keep ourselves. They're like, oh, he needs to keep me looking right if he wants me to stay by his shoulder. No, you need to keep yourself looking right. Because granted, this man could go to work and die of a heart attack the next day. You need to make sure you're okay. So if you're not confident with the way you look because you invest in yourself, how can you expect him to invest in you? Now, nice gestures are nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they're not necessary if you got your shit together.
That's-
Like, it's not necessary for you to pay for that
Y'all
shit
hear that?
because I got my
Y'all
shit
hear that, right?
together.
Right.
Yeah, see, that's one of the things that made us match. You know what I'm saying? Like when I started dating you, you was my first adult relationship, so I really ain't got a whole bunch to compare it to. But I was a thought, and I had fucked a lot of chicks, so I had a lot of dating experience. And so what was different about
All the
dating
Alpha
you?
Sigma niggas is the thoughts. Alpha Sigma disclaimer. They breathe them that way. And then they settle down on the decline. And they settle down on the decline. But in college, they like, hey, I love you, but I'm just gonna be single, okay? You see me with another hoe, it ain't even my girl type of
It's the
thing.
growth process.
It has to be, but they honest as
Well,
hell. They
yeah, I
honest.
mean,
Yeah.
that's one of the only times in life where you're gonna get to live that type of lifestyle. If, like, for a guy that's growing up that have visions of having a family and a house and all that type of stuff, you got a limited amount of time to be a thought. If you trying to be with one woman, like, I ain't want to have multiple baby mamas and be all that type of shit. But when I was dating you, seeing you had your own money and you was paying for shit, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like the situation with the
But the
Papa
difference
Dose.
between me and a lot of other women, I was raised by a man.
Correct.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's just state, like, if you're raised in a two-parent household, or you're raised with a woman that has common sense and understands that men take a certain role and females take a certain role, then you're gonna have a different vision. And if you're raised by a man, you're gonna be like me. So I was raised by a man, and so I knew I needed to be able to be dependent by myself. My dad taught me how to change a tire when I was 15, and he was like, you don't ever need to ask a nigga to change your tire unless you're in a dangerous situation. And I stuck to that. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to college as a freshman, I cut my dad off. Like, I went with a college credit card that my dad gave me. You need something, use the card. Just text me after you use it. Dad, I used it on books, whatever. But I was like, okay, well, Dad, I feel like I can pay my own insurance. He's like, word, okay, pay that thing. He's like, I've never had a child. I never thought my child would volunteer to take responsibility from me. But I felt like that's how he taught me, like, to be independent and self-sufficient. Now, granted, that does cause head bumping when it comes to marriage, because when I first got married, I am not the submissive type, not at all. And I know that you need to be submissive and let the man guide the house, but I could do this shit myself faster than you did.
To be.
I mean, when I say need to be, I mean the
Like, let
man
him
needs
take
to.
control of the
Yes,
household.
the man
stuff.
needs to say what
She
goes
said
on
it
in the
right.
household.
Hold on, everybody.
It's
She
hard.
said it right.
Submit,
Well,
like the woman
well,
should be
right.
submissive to
Right,
the man.
yes.
There are some
She don't
times.
agree with that.
Okay, so but
See?
see,
I am not the sensitive.
but listen, I know you're not. But I'm saying that was the hardest thing for me, because I'm a type A
Women-
personality.
Women gotta
I
know
am
that.
very, very, very.
And I'm
Yeah,
not
but
saying
see-
I'm not saying I can't
do it
change.
myself.
I am.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll ask you to do
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and if you can't do, like, in my head, I know the steps it's gonna take to do it and how long it's
Right.
gonna take to do it. So if
Exactly.
it's like 2 hours later, you saying do it, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself,
Right.
baby. You know, and he'd be like, wait, calm the fuck
Yeah.
down. Like, no, because I asked you 2 hours to do it ago, then I'm bitching. So
Yeah.
that's why I said I just do the shit myself.
Yeah.
Like, I've been doing the shit myself. So
Oh,
my
you
dad
do.
was like, you have to step back. He is the man. And I'm like, but I pay bills too. The fuck? He was like, yes, you pay bills too.
Yes.
He was like, but you need to give your money to
My
the account.
followers think she's some weak hoe that just don't got no
I'm just
say.
telling you, I was raised
Y'all
by
don't know
me.
each
And
other.
I got to call my daddy sometimes, and I'd be like, you better help me. Talk me off the ledge, cause I'm gonna choke this nigga. And my dad be like, calm down, boo, calm down. What do you do? He be like, oh, he didn't mean it like that. What he was simply stating was, I'm like, so you're on his side? He's like, I'm on both you sides. I don't choose sides. Y'all are both my children. And I'm like, okay, I'm your child. This nigga is your child. Are you just gonna take this man's side? He's like, cause I can understand where he's coming from, Ty. I'm like, but I can't. So whose side you gonna choose? He's like, think you and him should talk it out. Call me when, if y'all start throwing
Well, see,
fists or whatever.
The word submission gets a bad rap.
'Cause people think
a
it
lot of
means
people
do what I
think
say.
that means obedience.
Oh,
Right.
control.
Dog,
Yeah, or
shot clock.
control,
And they
like,
can stop clock.
dictatorship.
That is
No,
totally not it.
and that's totally not
Shot
it. Like,
clock. You better stop.
one of the hardest parts, like, that I learned early on as a husband is it's hard. Like, when you first get married, especially in your 20s, you on some I want my wife to be happy type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the hardest part is learning how to tell your woman no. Learning how to man, we can't afford that right now. Man, we gotta do this next year. Like when you gotta make a executive decision on the household, sometimes that shit don't go well. You
And
might
I pouted.
no pussy, like they do all type of shit there.
And I did that shit too,
Now, hold on.
which
Fuck
wasn't good.
But
Let's just run that back. I
Hey,
did
that's
the pussy.
good.
Hey,
What type of shit?
I did the pussy thing.
You can't
Okay.
keep no pussy.
So let's just say that.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's warrants of
Oh, no.
keeping.
Okay, so
Hey,
right.
you better be motherfucking mad. You better give me some pussy and then go back and be mad.
Right.
I'm
Okay,
gonna tell
so
you that now.
in my defense,
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I know that withholding the pussy is
You
wrong.
better listen.
I know that
You
it is.
can't
Sometimes
fucking
you
do
need
that.
But sometimes y'all are hard-headed as fuck. And the only thing I could tell you, like, bitch, I ain't talking shit.
Man,
Hey, I'm gonna lock this pussy up. Hey, the pussy is on lock, it's good. Then you like,
Throw the key, like.
Yeah.
throw that key in the river.
Bruh,
Then your ass is
That
like,
shit, no.
look,
No.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
And we gonna sleep in different bedrooms.
Highly,
Sleeping in different
mad
bedrooms.
as hell.
Well,
Mad as hell. You better be mad and give me
that's
pussy.
a major stretch. Sleeping in
No.
separate bedrooms.
Sleeping in separate bedrooms.
Hey,
The
sometimes
pussy
that's
is locked.
See,
That's happened
And you gotta
too.
stay on the couch.
But see, we did that
No.
too.
No.
And then this one crawled up in
No.
the bed after we done switched to separate bed.
Because when you
Yeah,
lock
he-
it, no. When you lock it
I
up,
said, get your ass back in that room. He's like, this is my house.
you can't lock the pussy
Anything
up.
in this house is for me.
You
I was
can't,
like,
you
no.
can't lock the pussy up. That's stupid.
I moved
Hey,
to the
look.
room and then he
I'm
come
gonna tell y'all like
creeping.
this.
Because you're gonna be wet, like you
The whole-
no, like
That
One
is
of the
true.
reasons
Like,
why I
go
was
in your
single
room.
was because, first of all, women don't see what she just stated. A lot of women do not. What Ty was saying, a lot of women are not like that.
About the lock the
Oh, yeah.
pussy out?
Everything you said,
Yeah. Submissive.
all that shit. So that's a lot of the reason why I've been single. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm not single. You know, of course. It's not
And
good.
she don't lock the
So-
pussy up, she said. She's
She
not
not.
gonna do
She'll
that.
lock it up accordingly.
She not. It
She's
ain't
not
never
gonna lock
happened.
the pussy up because you saw how angry this man is today.
That ain't
Y'all
happening.
want to disturb that household.
That is
You
not.
better not lock
ever
that pussy up
happening.
because this nigga said she better be mad and fucking mad.
I mean,
Yeah, you better. Hey,
You better be mad as hell. You better, and you feel mad.
Hand job.
hey, all that. I don't give a damn. It better be some head. You ain't like you gonna get some head. Hey, you better do something.
I will lock it up.
If you act a fool, she gonna have to.
and she will put
I
you.
don't have the food
And
though.
she-
So you
will
gonna
put
tell
on
me,
the
you
couch.
gonna tell me if we do some shit. So okay, let's just reverse this because I feel like men would also do this. So if a female does some shit that you specifically told her not to do, and she just blatantly disrespect what the fuck you said, you not gonna lock the dick up and be like, I'm gonna teach this
I don't think
motherfucker.
men do that.
Since she thinks
All right,
she.
so
I don't think
We
men
can
we don't do that.
Yeah,
like,
men
Not,
don't do
like,
not
we don't
on
like
sex.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you,
men-
we don't do
This so
that.
out of line. Come here so I can fuck.
We communicate everything. We don't get into it. It ain't no arguments. Like it's nothing. Everything is literally natural. Like no bullshit. No, not when we're not funky. Like faking for the camera. Like it's literally everything's natural. We respect each other, and we. She understands me. Like real talk. This 7 years. Like this ain't nothing like you know that people don't that.
But you grow to learn somebody
Yeah,
too.
you
It
grow.
takes time. Because I'm sure what it happened, like I know when we first got together, like, and I can tell y'all this because let me tell y'all what this nigga told me on Southern University's campus
Oh,
behind
man.
TT
You already
Lane
know
in
she
between
gonna
the
say.
science
Hey
building.
man, look.
So it was
Yes, you
pretty
ready.
Wednesday, okay?
Nope.
And we came out, you know what I'm saying? We came out the
Nope.
back, and I had seen it. So his car wasn't working because I totaled it, okay? So that, you know, that it happened, shit happened. So
That
me,
shit don't happen.
I let him use my car. I'm a fucking down bitch. You can use my car. My car is very distinguishable, okay? It is a red tracker with a little drop down top back.
I remember that.
But you know what? I see him riding around and there by some bitches.
There's
By some bitches.
Wait, there are some bitches in the tracker?
By bitches.
Oh, no.
Wee, bitches, okay? On Pretty Wednesday, so you know I got the fucking, you know I got the fucking text message from my homie that said,
Wait,
you're waiting your
On
campus.
campus.
On text messages really. We don't
Oh my
have
God.
call and get to you that easy. They'll FaceTime. Cause I was like, put me on fucking phone. Put me on the phone. He's like, I'm headed to pick you up from your building. What time you get out of
Damn,
class? I'm like, oh yeah, I got out of class at blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
My friends text me while I was still in class. Yo nigga up here in yo shit with some AKAs flinging in the back. I said,
And the opposite.
the
Damn.
fuck? I was like, who is it? And they text me, I text Terrence, are you with some AKAs? He said, what? What do you
That was
mean
his
by that?
response, like what?
What is what I got? I said, no, what nigga? Where the fuck are you? He's like, your class don't get out for 5 minutes. I'm gonna be on time. No, where are you? Where are you? So when he gets to pick me up, I know the bitch had already been in the car. Cause my friends have already told me. Ain't no pictures in these days. Can't snap the pictures and send the shit to me. Can't live it. Can't do none of that. They sent it to me. I said, you know what? I said, give me my keys. You know, because I'm trying to help a nigga out. I didn't wreck your car and shit. I'm going to go take you to get a rental car.
And that
You ain't
deserves the wreck of his car.
You ain't been.
I'm glad I wrecked your car.
You ain't finna fuck my
Damn,
shit
bro,
up.
you
He
really
gonna talk
did
about something, you know, and this is what he told me, dead in my face. He's like, I love you, but we are probably not compatible. I said, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. We're not compatible? He's like, you know, we might not be compatible. I said, okay. So you know what I did? I cut that nigga 1,000% off. He came to my house, knocked on the door. I had my roommate answer, the roommate who knew him, and said, oh, she doesn't live here.
Oh, dead, yeah.
Or she's not here. He's like, her car's right outside. She's like, I don't know what to tell you. Close the door. He calling. He texting. He says, you is tripping, bro. You is tripping. You know, like all of this, okay? So I start putting myself out there. People like, hey, T, I seen your girl with one of the alphas over by the tree. Pussy popping, yes. Pussy popping with the alpha shit. Hey, cause you know what? And they're like,
when they
are
don't
y'all not
have
together? Y'all not together anymore? I'm like, he's like, let me go over there and see what's going on with her. Yeah, you know what the fuck is going on. We're not, and so whenever he would come, he'd be like, why are you acting this way? We're not compatible,
This
nigga.
is an example.
We're not compatible, nigga.
This is an example of women taking what you say out of context.
No.
We're not compatible. We're not compatible.
Direct.
So
We're not compatible.
Hold on, let him talk,
Let me
y'all.
explain.
Let
Some
him talk.
bullshit.
Let him
So
talk,
the
let him talk.
issue that we had was, as I was mentioning earlier, one of the main reasons I was such a thought when I was a thought is because I knew it was a limited amount of time that I could live that lifestyle. And so I had told you several times, I do not want to be in a relationship until I graduated. I had dumped my girlfriend that I was in love with to be single my senior year. I cried, real like, for a man to dump a woman he loves to be single, that means that nigga's trying to be single.
Okay.
So, when I was involved with you, I did view you as somebody I could be with long term. But I made it very clear that is not happening until after December 2002.
So I told you I was
when
gonna drop this pussy for another nigga. In the meantime, you was like, let's go cut your ass off for what I want you to be.
Oh,
That's what the fuck he told me.
hold on, y'all.
I asked specifically. So, okay, while you're doing this, can I do the same?
You shouldn't have to ask.
No.
Listen.
Why did you ask? Why did you ask?
Not in a woman that I'm seeking to be my wife.
No.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to let you fuck her and her, and then I fuck you? There's a lot of people on campus. Southern University was whipping with the dick. What the fuck I'm gonna do? Sit here and wait for you?
I wouldn't have asked though. He gave you what he said, and I would.
I was trying to be clear with the shit.
No,
my dad was like, I don't feel like.
He said he didn't
know
want to
exactly
be.
what's
He
gonna
didn't
happen.
know. That's not right. He didn't want to commit till he
not-
graduated. So that's like you're single as fuck. You do what you want to do.
Why do men think
You don't
like
have to
that
know
though? Why do you feel like we should just wade in the water
I didn't feel like
and
that.
not mess with nobody
No.
and
I
wait for
didn't
you
feel
to
like
be
that.
I would be
I didn't
converted.
feel-
Men
no.
are selfish.
I did not feel like that. But that does not, men feel differently towards sex than women do.
So would you have minded if she fucked somebody?
Yes, he would have.
Of course.
Okay,
That
It would have changed your perception.
That's because
tell y'all this.
If you say
Hold on.
Women
cannot do what men do.
Why?
You cannot do it. It's a
Why?
double standard. It's
No,
always
but
been a
why?
double standard.
But why?
It's gonna continue to be a double standard.
Why
It is
though?
what
I
it
need
is.
to understand
No,
why.
no man wanna be with a hoe.
It doesn't have to be a hoe. Okay, so let's run it back. I could have gotten into another relationship, or I could have gotten into an entanglement. An entanglement with one other nigga while I was waiting on him. What's wrong? I'm only
And
fucking one
that's
other
the
nigga.
problem though. My
One
thing is
other
that
nigga.
because you wanted to wait. He wants to wait,
Well,
and you fucking nigga. She's a hoe. No.
No, it does not mean that.
One nigga
No.
that you fucking consistently.
No, that don't mean you're a hoe. No, that ain't what I'm saying.
So clarify what
But
you
if
said.
you're messing with multiple men,
But you will never know. You will never know because according to most niggas, most of the niggas that I talk to say, oh, a woman's never gonna tell you the truth. If you ask her, she's never gonna be honest.
She
And
not.
I disagree with that because if he asked me something and be like, so who did you fuck in college? This one, him. This is what I did. I went on a date with him.
I don't want to know how
But
people you
because
fucking
y'all
out.
don't want to know.
You
But
really
we're not going to. I'm not
But
going
I
to
feel like
sugarcoat this
why
shit.
like are we talking about who we fucking college though?
That's true too.
That's a
while ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't imagine a dude trying to get a whole facts on a chick today.
From
like,
college.
you-
Yeah, that's
you-
too much.
It would be
irrelevant.
unrealistic.
Dude.
Like we're in adult life now.
I still get judged from my college days. That.
But see,
I'm so
this is
sick of
the
that
difference.
shit.
I
And you was a
disagree.
nice guy.
I disagree with what you
Really
said.
were.
EB.
I really was.
You really were. I did
I
not know
disagree.
much. I didn't hear much shit
I
about
get so
your
much
ass.
Look,
hate
I
now.
heard a lot of
Still.
shit about
when
you.
it
I
comes
hear a
to
lot of
the
shit. Some of
sex
your
issue,
partners.
it's not necessarily.
Some of your partners.
But some of it can
Some of
be
your partners.
some of it is
I
lies.
didn't heard.
Niggas.
Hey, he didn't took the L for some of his
That made me
partners.
think that he slept with the whole.
Let me tell you something.
Ass
Some of his
motherfucker.
partners, wild as fuck.
But
And
even-
he kind of helped orchestrate, like,
But I
let's
feel like
get you
even
out of
if
this
he-
situation. He was
Even
actually.
if he did,
But
I don't
even if
even
he
care.
is, how he
Because
is
that's
now.
over.
That's his
Yeah,
past.
that's his
over.
past.
That's
Scary.
over. And he's
Alright.
developed from
Like
that.
I'm not
So-
running a guy's like.
So EB, the
Dick,
point that
like-
you said about the sexual double standard, I don't necessarily feel that it's a double standard.
I do.
The word double standard means that
Treated differently.
rules are being treated differently
They
amongst
are.
groups. They're not. A man can be a hoe
Correct.
just like a woman can be a hoe. The
Correct.
difference is we
It is
feel different.
accepted. It is accepted for a man and a woman.
Let me elaborate. The reason why you feel like it's viewed differently is because y'all don't have to do shit to be hoes. All of y'all could go get multiple dicks tonight if y'all wanted to.
Not
Hold
every bitch can go
but
get no multiple dicks.
We know.
There's some
We know.
one-eyed French fry
Most
bitches
women
out there.
can.
But-
Most women can.
Any attractive
Niggas
woman.
95.
So do y'all.
No,
Attractive men
Let me
can.
finish. Let me finish.
Attractive men
No, we
can.
cannot.
And if you look like Lurk, you ain't gonna get no
No, we
bitch
cannot.
tonight.
Even if you are an attractive man, you cannot just walk in any club and walk
You
out with
know
pussy.
how many?
Why?
You know how many bad?
Because it
I'm
don't work
sorry.
like that for me.
It does.
There have been a lot of
No.
They got some unattractive women that will really give you the fucking blues. Like you ain't shit, nigga. Like
But that's because
Like,
they have
for
a
real.
complex about themselves.
I'm just.
I
being
feel like, okay, so
Alright.
I see a lot of women bashing men on social media and saying a lot of stuff. But then when I look at the women that are doing it, I think they honestly don't
They ain't got
have
no profile
the,
pic.
well, not just that. Not just the no profile pic, not just the ghosting,
Or
not just the
they
scrolling.
taking them face
Or
only.
they only
Face
this
only.
I think that they also have to do some self-evaluation. So you
Nigga.
have to love yourself first. You know what I'm saying? You have to love yourself first. And I think that they don't love their self first. So it comes off as them being men bashers. Because men see them differently because they don't have the total package. So like I think like women roll with like women. So the friends that I have, the women that I entangle with. I'm gonna use that. Go ahead, Jada. Entangle with. They have
Everybody use that shit.
they have degrees. They have sound minds. they ready to pop the fuck off if I'm ready to pop the. And I don't pop the fuck off unless I need to. But they not just ratchet. They're a combination of it. But holistically, they bring 80% of what you need to the table. Okay. Now, in that relationship that y'all get together, they're gonna build to that 100% of what you need. But they are bringing 80%. Okay. You want to take the good, the bad, the ugly. Okay. And a lot of people don't like the ugly. Marriage is ugly. It is not all happy. It is not all pleasantry. Sometimes you want to choke the shit out of each other, or be like, you want to say in your head, this bitch.
What changes like when you're in like in a long-term relationship from when you like get crossed for the vows? Like, why is it ugly?
So from the beginning, I think from living with so there's stages to a relationship. So dating somebody, it's all fun and games because you can go to your spot, they can go to their spot, you have your space. When you move in with somebody, things do change.
Yeah.
Your dynamic of your relationship changes because there are things you don't like that person does that you never realize that you have to live with. So you try doing things to like, I'm not gonna say I hate this, like Pavlov's laws, and you try to train them. You be like, okay, so if they leave something somewhere that you don't like and you've said it several times, you just put it back. You just put it back. You just put it back. When they come back, they're like, why is this shit here? And then eventually, like the dog, Pavlov's dog, you give him the treat, you ring the bell, hey, he's coming. I put the toothbrush there, and then all of a sudden, it's habit forming. Okay, there are some things you can't break like that. Okay, so then you move into the stage of, okay, we're at the 2-year mark, we're itching, because everybody is going to desire to have different experiences. So if you had multiple partners or you were with multiple people and you experienced different things with different people, you might start getting that itch at like 2 years. Like, goddamn, like this is the only dick I'm gonna have for the next, century or what? So that's what you start thinking to yourself. So you have to find creative ways to make that last, right? Yeah. And then after getting past that, and you're like, okay, we cool. You know, like we got a good vibe. I know he need to be fucked on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then he's good on the weekend because he sleeps on this way. I know, like, what, girl, sometimes it's a schedule. Okay, and if I'm not fucking, on the other days you got the suck. Okay, so you got to rotate. Fucking suck. Fucking suck. You don't get it together. Hey, you gonna fucking suck it, fucking suck it. Thursday, Saturday. Hey, sometimes you gotta be like, hey, I'm on my lunch break. You gonna pull up to the job? I mean, you got to fucking work. Hey, you got to do it when you got to do it. You got to do it when you got to do it. It's got to happen where it's got to happen, okay? You gotta be ready to bust down, Tatiana. Okay? And then go back in. Go back in with your business suit and just make sure your makeup is
smelling like dick.
Smelling like dick. How can I help you? How can I help you? Let me take your temperature, because I just got my temperature check. That's what you need to do. So I'm saying after that stage, it's coasting.
Temperature check?
Hey, I just got my temperature check. So let me check yours. See, I know you be checking the temperature. So I'm saying, like, after that, it's coasting. It's just like, I do my thing, you do your thing. We have together time, we have separated time. And it's very important to make sure a man has time where you are not included. Correct. Just like it is very important to make sure
as long as his friends are a good influence. Fuck that.
Correct.
And the man needs
you
to
have to trust him.
No,
you have to trust him.
If you can't trust your man,
it doesn't mean that I don't trust him. But
fuck his friend. You have to trust him.
No, I trust my man.
If he's not allowed to do something because of his friend,
you have to trust him.
You feel like his friend is going to be more of an influence.
I'm not saying that I don't trust my man or his friends. If I don't trust his friends, I don't trust my man hanging around with ratchet ass friends.
Then you don't trust
your man.
But I just feel like if we're at a stage where we're married and you got a best friend that's fucking this, that, and that.
You can't control what he can't control somebody.
Exactly.
You gonna cut him off.
No, you can't cut those relationships off. Because it's important for, okay, so
that's my perspective. I'm not saying I'm right.
I'm just saying some of those relationships are necessary. So like, for instance, if my husband's best friend liked to bounce around and he does not, you know, that's not his personality, and he liked to pussy pop on everything, you know what I'm saying, do everything and fuck this up. He like, I'm going with him to.
So if you have like a best friend like kind of like you want that?
No.
You're using names. But no, okay. So if my husband had a best friend like someone who knows himself, then is not the same type of man as him.
I understand that you
So yeah,
trust
he
your
might,
man,
he
but I
might
don't
be
want
in
him
some,
with that nigga.
he might be in
Hell
some
nah.
situations where you got to help this nigga out. But I
Nah.
know he's not gonna give what's for me.
I'm
to
not
somebody
saying
else on
that you
the
don't
count for
trust
this
my man.
nigga.
I'm just saying for the name I dropped, nah. You're not hanging out with him. Y'all not going out for a weekend.
So let's reverse the table.
Okay, why
So what
not?
if your friend?
'Cause he's
So what
dirty.
if you were
So what
in,
about
hold
us?
on, what if you were in a relationship and your best friend
Let's go to
finds
college.
different men and
It's a- it's a
exactly? Would you not
If
want
he
him
gonna
to
tell
hang
you
with
to-
your friend?
If he tell you you can't hang with her because she's a
Would you
thot,
not?
you gonna stop hanging with her?
Because I know I'm not like that.
Okay, so let's stop. That's double standard.
That's double
standard.
But why when I dropped the name,
Okay,
you
so
said
stop.
nah?
Okay,
When
so
I
stop.
dropped the name, you said nah.
Okay, so
you
stop.
was feeling my
I
energy.
said, you know what? Okay, so let's just think about this. So let's just say most men have a problem with women hanging with women
Yeah.
that are single.
They
okay?
do.
So let's
Vice
just,
versa.
so let's just say this. If you're a good friend of mine, I hang with you, and you're not in an entanglement.
Secure
right
men
now.
don't.
Okay?
Secure men do
So
not.
if
have a
I go
problem
out with you to the club, if I tell him we went to Belize, where else did we go?
But
we
a
went
lot
to
of
Costa
times,
Rica.
but Terrence knows me. Like that's different.
No, he doesn't know all of you. I know more of you
But
than
Terrence
he
does not
does.
perceive me as a hoe. I hope he doesn't. But Terrence does not perceive
You don't,
me as a
you
hoe.
don't
You-
know nothing what
You don't know
don't control
nothing
what
about
she do with her pussy.
Exactly. So,
So-
if I'm out the country,
What you do with yours don't
I
have anything to
understand
do with
that.
her.
But what I'm saying is,
And so it's the same
but
way
what
for
I'm
me.
saying is, with the name I had dropped,
No, but what,
she had a response. If you hung with that person, she would not like that.
I wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't stop it.
And I didn't say you something.
Right.
Would you like it? Would you feel comfortable?
I would not like him being
Would
with
you
that
feel
person because I know
comfortable?
what type of person that
Would
is.
you feel comfortable? I didn't say would you stop it. Would you feel comfortable?
I
You would
wouldn't.
not.
I
You
wouldn't
would not.
think that. I wouldn't
Well,
think
we'll-
that he was messing around.
hey, this is we don't want to talk about.
Yes or no? You
Yeah.
would not. She would
Hey.
not feel comfortable.
We gonna take a break. We gonna take a quick break. We gonna refill our drinks and we gonna come
Because we
back.
don't want to bring
Take it.
that person.
Oh, time out. Beep, 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 beep.
He's going to.
We're gonna take a time out.
He's going to.